I'll show you how it's done. Shazam!
Hey guys, welcome back to Underdeveloped. Tyrell and Nick here. We love movies. We've been doing this for a while. We review movies. We also react to movies and shows as well, anime and other stuff to come. And today this is kind of a part 2, but really another video, but it's a similar topic, just the inverse. We already did the worst list. Now we're doing the best list, the best movies of 2024, our top 10, including honorable mentions. Let's get to it. Let's waste no time. A lot of movies this year happened. A lot of movies I wish I could see, but I couldn't see. I'm gonna shout out to Sing Sing. There's another Coleman Domingo movie that I wish I saw, but I try to watch it, but it's not on any kind of it's not any kind of online thing yet, and it's not even theaters anymore. So I don't know how to see it though. Sorry, I couldn't see it. Wanted to see it. Could have been a good movie. Could have been a pick in my top 10. Wish I could see it. Sorry, Coleman. All the best. What else?
Well, we didn't see Lisa Frankenstein or Heretic.
Yeah, we didn't see Heretic. We didn't see Lisa Frankenstein. We didn't see the James McAvoy movie.
Speak No
Speak
Evil.
No Evil. I heard that was decent, but it's mixed too. But who knows? Could have liked it.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
I can't think of
Is
it.
any more?
Maybe Baby Girl.
Sure. Yeah, I'm really gonna see it, but not for 2024.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're not gonna have time to see it before we film this, so yeah. All right, my honorable mentions real quick, just gonna get them all out of the way. First of all, Late Night with the Devil. That one was pretty good. A solid movie, but it was more style over substance. It was just like pretty basic story, but the presentation there was really great. If you're into analog horror, then it's absolutely a must-watch. Next up, it's Spaceman with Adam Sandler, one of the few Netflix movies I actually liked this year. Actually, a pretty good movie. Not like an amazing thing or anything, but I've seen a lot of people giving it some hate, but it's too slow. It's too slow and methodical. It's not what we want out of an Adam Sandler movie. Well, fuck you. Let him do something different. I thought he did great in this one. Next up, honorable mentions, real quick. I saw The TV Glow. I think it's a very great movie about nostalgia and how the relationship between people and how they consume nostalgia. Also, it is a deep movie in general with quite a few themes, so I don't think it explores all of them quite as great, leading to an ending which is the main reason it's not on the list, because I don't think the ending is that amazing. Like, it makes sense on a thematic level, but I do think there's a lot more to explore there where it could have been a much better ending. And then my final honorable mention, real quick, Anora. They filmed this over on Coney Island. It's a very funny movie, probably the funniest movie of the whole year. Really, the only reason it's not on the list is because the first 40 minutes really could have been just 20 minutes. It would have been just as good. Quite frankly, it does waste a fair bit of time, but I do think the overall movie is worth a watch still, even though the beginning is a little slow. When it picks up, it really picks up. It gets really funny. All right, now for my top 10 movies of 2024. First up, we have Wicked as number 10. I had no expectations going to this movie going in. Musicals are very hit and miss with me. There's a lot of this cheap Hollywood style musicals, and I'm not really into that. I'm not into the whole Hollywood ones. I'm into something a little more substance, and I fully expected Wicked to just be another Hollywood fluff piece. Fuck, was I wrong. There's actually quite a bit of depth to the story, as it includes stuff from the musical and also the original novel. So it really creates what a lot of people are saying is the best version of Wicked, and man, I'm impressed. I'm full on Elphaba's side now. It really made me sympathize with her. Fuck Oz, fuck the wizard, fuck the establishment, fuck Glinda. I'm all Elphaba all the way, and it's a really great musical on top of that. Anyways, up to number 9, The World Robot. Probably the best anime. It has to be the best anime movie of the year. Such an emotional journey. I felt like I wanted to cry quite a few times in this movie. A lot of times I was really holding it back. It gets really emotional. There's a story of a robot and how she just kind of adopts this little ghost, and she builds this family in the woods. It's such a beautiful, beautiful fucking movie with a great art style and high emotion, and it just created a memorable experience that I'm very happy I saw. And now, number 8. Another movie that really surprised the hell out of me, Smile 2. Man, I actually really like Smile 2. Smile 1, I was bored throughout that movie. I thought it was bland. I thought it was over-reliant on its dumb gimmick that I didn't find scary. I hated it. But Smile 2, it was intense. It really explored this main character, like really built an insatiable, egotistic celebrity, and it made her and the performance of the main lead, my God. She's my pick for Best Actress, but if she doesn't win, then an actress from another movie I will be saying soon will be my pick for Best Actor for Best Actress. They're both fantastic. I loved it. Anyways, enough about that. It's time for number 7, A Real Pain, with Jesse Eisenberg and Kieran Culkin, both of which had fantastic performances. It's just this really heartfelt story of a family trying to reconnect, these two cousins trying to really reform the bond they have, even though they've it's about these two cousins who try to reform the bond they used to have, and they kind of just can't because they've grown up, they've gone distant, they've had their like, you know, differences, and it is love underlying strife, but they still want to have their familial relationship and keep it work. And it's this very beautiful story while also exploring their own heritage. I think it's just a great movie that anyone should see. Okay. Now it's time for number 6, The Substance. If the lead from Smile 2 doesn't get the Oscar for Best Actress, I really wanted to go to Demi Moore in The Substance, because she was fantastic in this gross Cronenberg body horror that's also slim and sexy and has all this other crazy stuff going on. Just, man, I loved everything about this movie. Like Margaret Qualley was great, Demi Moore was great, fucking everyone in the movie was great. It was just this crazy time of a movie that really explored identity and how we go through all these loops just so we don't blame ourselves for the shit we put ourselves in. It is such a poetic, wonderful, gross ass movie. And now number 5, a really similar movie in tone. I mean, not in tone, but like in theme and idea. A Different Man. It is basically, what if The Substance wasn't a horror movie but was a drama? Very similar ideas going into this one. Not quite with the split personality thing, but aside of that, we do have a lot of similar ideas about image, about how we view ourselves, about all these different things, and it really hits you home. It is a very powerful experience, and I absolutely adored it. Okay, now we're going to number 4, a fantastic mess of a love triangle, Challengers, a movie that's about so much more than just tennis. I thought everyone in this movie was also
tennis
very
and
great.
2 lovers.
Tennis and 2 lovers. Lovers.
Tashi's the ball, the other guys are the fucking rackets.
Yep. They're tossing her around. They're tossing poor Zendaya around. She's like, I'm done with this. You're both bullshit.
They probably end up getting together anyways themselves.
Yeah, honestly, I'm kind of surprised the movie didn't end in threesome, because it probably could have.
I mean, they teased it in the movie.
They did. They absolutely did. But yeah, Challengers is a great story about just human relationships, about how they just build and deteriorate, and how all the dumb shit we do to really make our own lives, everyone else's lives worse. It's a fantastic movie, and if you haven't seen it, then you absolutely should. It's probably the best thing I've seen from Luca Guadagnino. Very good stuff. Number 3, a movie featuring a comedian I wasn't super familiar with, Julio Torres. This is Problemista, also starring Tilda Swinton, which is probably it's among my favorite performances of hers, because man, she not only does she go full Karen, but she really makes it her own. She's very crazy and out there, and like this, the whole movie, she just brings this fierce energy to her. And Julio Torres isn't the most like emotionally expressive person, or at least I don't think he is. His character certainly wasn't.
His comedy is very deadpan.
Mm-hmm. Okay. But what I love about this movie is they have a very brilliant way of circumventing that, where we have these little scenes that are clearly inside the main character's mind, where he interprets listening to Tilda Swinton talk as him like fighting against this fierce and evil Hydra that's about to devour him, and he interprets getting weird jobs at the internet as this weird guy who's like super sexual and shit. And it is little things like that that really make it a unique and relatable experience in terms of all sorts of other stuff that I'm not going to get into because we did a review on that already. Anyways, time for number 2. We have Nosferatu, Robert Eggers' latest movie. We just did a review on this earlier today, so I won't go into too much detail because all the details are right there. But basically, what you need to know is cinematography is brilliant. It's immersive as hell. Go to theaters, see it in IMAX now. It is well worth your fucking time. It's not crazy long, so go do it. Do it now!
Yes.
And then number one, a movie that's not in the theaters anymore, but one we did see in 70mm, my top pick for the best movie of 2024, Dune Part 2. Dune Part 1 was already a really solid movie, but that was merely just the foundation that got the ball rolling, so now Dune Part 2 really got to delve into its themes. It got into really explore what makes Dune Dune. While David Lynch was very adverse and didn't want to tackle the more religious themes and the more cynicism of religion, Dune Part 2 absolutely goes into that, actually realizing the themes of the book, creating the best adaptation so far because it captures the actual spirit while also delivering on a very entertaining and cinematic film experience.
Awesome. All right, time for Ty's top 10. So my best list, let's start off with my honorable mentions. I wish I could put you in this top 10, but I just couldn't. Sorry. And sorry for films I couldn't see, that I mentioned earlier. All right, so my honorable mention, It Ends With Us. Very, very solid not even love story. It's more of it's not even a romance. It's really about trauma and breaking the trauma. Just relationships is the conduit. But yeah, it's about breaking that generational cycle of trauma because it's kind of generational because a mother was abusive and then she's found herself in an abusive relationship. Even though some problems I have with it because I think she did a lot of shit to egg him on. Doesn't make what he did right by any means. My next honorable mention is Problemista. I thought it was a solid look into Julio Torres. It's a great character portrait, you know what I mean? And I love the creative way to kind of, because he's not an expressive person like Nick said, but he has this imagery, these scenes we live in his head for a little bit, how he perceives things, and I thought that was very creative. And then he also has other aspects of his life, like his immigration thing shit with his mother, you know what I mean? Him always trying to get a job. It's so relatable. It's kind of like what the film I'm doing, a very relatable piece about kids in modern day trying to do something. And my next one is I saw the TV Glow. I thought it was very creative, very unique. I mean, it could have done some more things. I felt it was I felt it was missing something, but overall, I think it's a great concept, and I do it's kind of like the Matrix inverted. It's like the Matrix reverse. It's like Matrix if Neo just kept taking a blue pill and decided to live in the Matrix while the fucking people outside fucking harvest his organs, and then he just dies out. But it happened to him in this movie. It happened to fucking Justice Smith. You know what I mean? And yeah, but very interesting concept. I like it. It's like a reverse Matrix. I think it's cool. But I don't know. I think it's something. Could have been more to it. I don't know. But I like the ambiguity, so I thought that was cool. Blink Twice. I thought that was solid, man. I really liked it. This was very close to making my top 10. I wish it did, but yeah. I mean, great directorial debut for Zoe Kravitz. I thought she did a really good job. She's pretty much Blink Twice is pretty much
Epstein Island.
Yeah, but it's pretty much Get Out on Epstein Island. Mm-hmm. Gaslighting, trying to find love, and in horrific acts of rape.
Yep.
Yeah, all in one. And my last honorable mention is Anora. This was actually in my original top 10 list, but other movies I thought about that I would prefer to put in. The movie was awesome. Really good. I heard it won Cannes, but kind of overrated if I'm being honest. And the more and more I distance myself from the movie, the more and more I'm kind of different about it. But of course, Toros is the man. He killed it. I love that it's local. And also similar to Nick, I think it had a lot of issues. They just had too much going on. Not even too much going on. It's just more they kind of they didn't really have much going on, but they stretched things out too much. Mm-hmm. A lot of scenes I felt stretched out, like her with Toros meeting him for the first time in the house. I thought that scene went on for God knows how long. I thought that the montages in the beginning, first 40 minutes, could have been chopped down by half. And I felt some things in the more climax and later parts of the movie could have been chopped too. And now it's time for my top 10.
Yep,
Let's get to the movies that are in my top 10. So my 10th movie is Wicked. That was in your top 10 as well.
That was my number 10 also.
Oh, cool. Yeah, Wicked, man. Wicked. We was gonna see this and so the one we was gonna see in that day. It was Glicked. So Gladiator 2. Glad 2 made my worst list. This made my best list, and I thought it was gonna be the inverse. Yeah. If I'm being honest,
I was expecting more from Gladiator 2, but no, Wicked way better. Wicked's great.
No expectations. Even though I hated Ariana Grande just because her personality to me was really fucking annoying. I thought she was the worst. But
she was annoying, but it's intentional. She was a great performance.
So in an intentional perspective, she did great. She killed it. She was awesome. Fantastic. But of course, the main lead, she fucking crushed it. Sorry, I'm not remembering names. I'm not gonna go through the IMDb right now.
The lady who plays Elphaba, she's fantastic.
Yeah. And they really chum me in interviews. I love their chemistry in interviews in real life. Yeah, songs was solid. It wasn't the best part, but it was serviceable. But I really like the stories and I love the themes. A lot of themes going on. A lot of things about racism. A lot of things about body shaming. A lot of themes about fucking political corruption. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like dismantling of a society. Number 9, The Wild Robot. I mean, we're dropping a review to actual reaction to that. Yeah, we react to it, and it was worth it. It was a great time. Excellent movie. Excellent animation style. Very creative. Mm-hmm. Kind of like Miles Morales, but a little different. Like the texture was awesome. Very grounded story. I really felt the love. Felt the sense of community about people trying to get along. Mm-hmm. That's from different. Has different instincts, different walks of life. Habiting the same habitat, trying to find a way to cope. Yeah, I mean, kind of like praise befriending predators. It's good, but yeah, even though it was still, and the robot was kind of like this mother to all, yeah, and then I love her relationship with the bird. It was a very heartwarming, and I thought it came to a nice close. I thought it really gets the heartstrings going. Honestly, genuinely did, and this is a generation of like movies that kind of just goes through the motions. You don't really feel much. So I thought we did a good job making us feel it. Very solid. Great job by Lupita Nyong'o. I couldn't believe that was a robot. That's crazy.
Yeah, she was great.
But yeah. Great movie. Solid movie. Probably the best animation of this year. I haven't watched all the animations, so sorry. Mm-hmm. Anyways, let's move on to my number 8. My number 8 is Don't Let Go. You never mentioned this, but yeah. I love this movie. I was pleasantly surprised. Halle Berry, one of her best performances in a long time. Like I just love it's like, and I'm very low regard in horror films. So horror film, like I had no expectations, and it's another surprise. Like the movie's actually surprisingly deep. Like it's very ambiguous, and it plays into the ambiguity because you really, Jody, even though they kind of made things clear and not things clear at the same time, it's kind of like I really don't know. I'm kind of torn into believing if the evil was real, the evil was not. It's just a good job of like, are we just under the whims of a controlling religious nut that went nuts, you know what I mean? Or is what she's saying is real, and it's like you really tone the line between belief. Certain parts of the movie you really believe it, and then certain parts of the movie kind of negate things, like, oh, it could be real, you know what I mean? Like it actually generally had me questioning both sides, and I thought that was good for thriller. Always guessing, always anticipation, and I think the movie kept it consistent throughout the whole movie. It didn't waver, it didn't dip in quality, it kind of stayed consistent. I thought it was really surprisingly good, led by a great performance from Halle Berry, another potential winner, but of course horrors don't get no love. Don't Let Go was awesome. Don't like the title. It could have been something else, but
maybe it was Never Let Go.
Oh shit. You're right. Sorry. It's not Don't Let Go. Sorry. The movie is Never Let Go. That's the correct title. Awesome. And my number 7. I think they put this a little higher, but my number 7 is Smile 2. But yeah, man, whoa. What the fuck? What the actual fuck?
I know, right?
What the actual fuck, dude? Holy shit. Like, dude, it took everything that was fucking like somewhat decent in Smile 1 and then took that and unlimited ultimate fold. They actually took what was bad with Smile 1 and they said, fuck that, we're not doing that again, and we're gonna make Smile 2, we're gonna make it awesome. Yeah. They even made the Kyle Gallner from Smallville as well. He was one of the main characters of the first one. Brought him in the first scene, the best thing of both movies he's done. Mm-hmm. Fucking comes in super intense, insanity, crazy, high adrenaline rush, and the whole movie's a huge adrenaline rush propelled by the zany fucking like real fucking destructive, real fucking committed and fucking intense performance from Naomi Scott. She should fucking win an Oscar or at least get nominated.
She should. She earned it, man.
She worked so hard and she made it believable. She's going insane. So much effort. And in good writing, like she had to do these takes. Like she needs to keep drinking water because that's part of her coping because there's so much layers to her character. It's so much interesting. They actually cared about the story. They actually try to flesh it out. They try to make things make sense. They try to give her relationships and then the gaslighting, the constant gaslighting, you actually get torn between what's real and what's not. You're kind of going insane with this movie, and it's really that was the feeling. These kind of movies, that intense feeling. This movie did it, and it delivered it, and culminated all into a crazy end. Number 6 is Nosferatu, cinematic Marvel, man. I said it before. Check out that review. Cinema's great performances, especially from Nicholas Hoult and Bill
Skarsgård.
Bill Skarsgård crushed it. Yeah, man, real fun, real great time. Nice gothic, crazy love story, insane love story. But yeah, it was one for the books, and that's definitely recommend. And number 5, Challengers by Luca Guadagnino. I mean, one of the best Zendaya performances ever. Really compelling movie, compelling story. Kept me gripped to the title, kept me in my seat for the whole time. Whoa, yeah, that movie did it for me, man. Really compelling, like not even love story. There's like these 3 people that's entangled, you know what I mean, in this triangle trying to figure shit out.
This shitty toxic love triangle.
It's toxic. They think they love, but they really don't. They really isn't using each other. You know what I mean? And it's just there. You know what I mean? And so much time has passed. I really felt it. It was, and great performances. Just a solid, compelling, sort of romance drama. Number 4, The Substance. I mean, great God, see the fucking just destruction of a character unfold. It just, my God, it keeps going down, and is manifesting. Her ugliness grow with her appearance. And Demi Moore, best performance in years. She probably deserves an Oscar for this as well. She fucking crushed it. Same thing with Margaret Qualley, not as high, but she did a great job too. They worked. Yeah, just very nuts, very nut bar, Cronenberg-esque, movie. High recommend. It's intense. Number 3, A Different Man. I love this movie. Oh, so like it's kind of similar to The Substance in a way where people heavily rely on their looks, anything that's gonna fix everything, and it doesn't. But this one was more of an internal journey. The other movie, it's internal, but it really is affecting her externally, so everyone to see. This one is very internal. He fixes his problems. He realizes that's the least of his problems because someone else that looks just like him comes in and has this amazing personality and still gets all the things that he wants. And it's like he has to face himself. He has to face his own frailties throughout the whole movie because he's literally acting like himself. He's literally portraying himself in a fucking play written by the person that he was close with once. You know what I mean? Like, and it's just devastating, beautiful, fulfilling. Just a experience that I felt, cinematic experience that I really felt. This was a special movie. I liked it, and my buddy's friend edited this movie, so good looks to you, buddy. This was a good one. And second one, A Real Pain, man. This movie was simple, but it was effective. It cut like butter. I'm Jesse Eisenberg. I mean, he plays himself, but he plays himself God. Like, I really felt this character. I mean, this is the character he's made to play. He's killed it. Same thing with Kieran Culkin, character he's made to play. Perfect casting. He fucking crushed it. He's a guy that the bar none should win the Oscar this year. Yeah. It was fucking, and then the movie ending was, I felt so, took in his face, so much emotion, intensity. Oh my God. I really felt that. The movie was like a fucking, hit me my core, man. To seeing these friends reconnect and all the history between them. Like, I love movies like that. Just about the characters and about them as people. And we're seeing it, but it's not super deliberate, but we could tell, you know what I mean? Like, it's all there, but just for us to pick at, you know what I mean? And the performance, and these guys make the perfect odd couple. I would love to see these characters in anything else too, on top of this movie. They didn't have to be in a sequel to this, just a movie with them together, or a show to them together, just doing their thing. You know what I mean? Because the personalities is really there. Really, really good, great movie, man. Honestly, it's simple, but it cuts like butter, dude. And my number 1, similar to Nick's, Dune Part 2. I mean, it hits all the right notes. It's a cinematic masterpiece from the production standpoint, from the aesthetics, from the production quality, production value, design, cinematography, sound, everything. And he did it all for under $200 million. Amazing. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? On top of having a really compelling story, it has it's a great cinematic experience from a visual level, great cinematic experience from a story level, has themes, politics, to get into religion, how people use the corrupt, again, to present their own ideals. Yep. It's effective. It made the point. A solid love story-ish, you know what I mean? And it leaves you wanting more. And solid fighting scenes. And then it's a good journey because it builds off the first one very well. The first one built it up, second one sent it home and knocked out the park. It's a cinematic. It's one of probably the best movies of this entire century so far. It's like a cinematic masterpiece, dude. It's awesome. It works.
It's such an easy pick for the top of the year. Like there was never any doubt, really. Yeah. As much as we have had other good stuff.
Yeah. Doing part one, man. So that concludes our best list. This is our best list 2024. Hope you hope you agree with some of our ideas. Let us know what you think. What is your list?
Yeah. Share your list down in the comment section below. What are the best movies you saw this year? We'd be very happy to hear that. So please, with that being said, hit that subscribe button. We'll see you next time, and all of you have a happy new year. Hopefully 2025 has more great stuff in store for us.
See you guys later.